Hey guys, what is going on? It's day 2 here in Ouray. Ouray. Still don't know how to pronounce it. Still don't know how to pronounce it perfectly, but it's a beautiful morning. I mean, look at this awesome town. So today is day 2 of ice climbing, and yesterday was all tutorial. It was basically figure out every little bit about what we need to do when we're walking on ice, moving on ice, and today is all about just ice climbing. So what we're doing today is just going up and down, up and down, up and down repeatedly, just trying to get the movement right. And our instructors are gonna hang out and just watch us and tell us, you know, fix the little things here and there. So we're setting ropes up from the top ourselves. We're rappelling down over the ice, and then we're climbing back up. And then we're gonna do that for the rest of the day. And a little bit sore today, so this might be a little exhausting.
I'm ready.
How you feeling this morning?
Good.
You ready?
I'm ready. How about you?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Right early.
How's Pete Dog?
Good, man. I'm ready to do this. How about you?
I know.
It is some vertical.
So,
I'm anxious.
you're anxious?
I'm anxious.
Look at this. You're
I was on you. I'm anxious.
All right, so we just got done with the first part of the day, which was setting up the anchors at the top of this canyon here, and then we rappelled down. I was the first one to go, went over the edge, had no idea what the terrain was gonna be. A little bit rocky right at the top, but it's okay. But from here, we're in the canyon for the rest of the day, hanging out, climbing. You know, this is much steeper than the other side, the south side, but much cooler. So we have to rappel one at a time, coming down, and then what we'll do is we'll transition over to a top rope, and then we'll just be climbing up and down for the rest of the day. But it is definitely warm out here, more warm than, you know, it should be this time of year. There shouldn't be any water like this should be completely frozen over. So that's Carlos coming down. See, he's rappelling. Just the first part of the day.
Off rappel! It was awesome. How was your climb?
Well, it was a rappel, I guess.
Oh yeah, it's a rappel, but that's what you rappelled. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
All right, so how do you ice climb? I figured a lot of you are kind of curious on how that works. Basically, we have 2 ice axes, which you're seeing people climbing, and we have these things called crampons, which are on our feet, and they basically have one point that sticks straight out and a couple others, but really you get in with that one point, you get into the ice, and that's what holds you. So you're basically holding on 4 points on the ice, and that's it. Now let me show you my crampons. It's pretty crazy when you think about it that you're hanging off an ice wall with at most 3 points at a time, because when you're climbing, you're always pulling one out to move yourself up. It's like climbing a ladder, so one rung at a time. You either have a foot or a hand that's going up. So because Colorado's had such a warm winter this year, half the ice park is closed, and we only have 2 runs running, which is why it's taking a little longer between us going up and back down. But it looks like some people are leaving, and we're gonna get a few more runs, which is great. So just keep practicing. That's what we're here for, is just keep practicing more and more. Me and Carlos are climbing this August, and we're going up to Washington to the North Cascades, and we're just doing 2 mountains back to back. And both of them have ice walls, so that's why we're here practicing. maybe we'll do some more ice climbing this winter because this is rad. Today is much more exhausting than the other days for sure. We were just like non-stop. Look at this. They're rock climbing with their ice tools. Because sometimes when you're climbing mountains, you end up with rock, not just ice.
Weather is almost too hot. It's okay.
It's almost too hot.
It's almost too hot. I like it.
How's the route?
The route is good, solid. That route right there, it's fun. You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna need an umbrella, really, by the time it's all done. But it's good.
Yeah, it's a little wet today. It's like, so you can see the ice behind me, but what you don't see is that water's just pouring off of it. So you're climbing and you're just getting drenched the whole time. It's the issue when it's this warm. All right, so we just finished another lecture. We just worked with some ice screws. That's these bad boys right here.
Apparently they're something that's $100 a piece. It's a stainless steel screw. Screws into the ice. Pow.
Just like that, and that's what you clip your rope into and you hang off of when you're climbing a waterfall. Not kidding.
Kind of scary.
Kind of scary. You're held on by two of those, but it's physics. Two of those have more force to hold you than you would think. It's about 1 o'clock. We still have 2 more hours of climbing. So we're like the last ones here in the canyon. There's a few people walking around, but it's pretty empty now. Carlos is just belaying the last guy up.
Gotcha. Don't worry about it. Dig in with your foot. Let me come down just a little bit and get a rest. Okay. That's fine.
David's up there right now.
All right, I got you.
He's the last run of the day, and there's an ice screw drilled in at the top, so he has to go retrieve it.
You got to go to the right a little bit more and find the little steps. You see all those openings? You don't have to dig in so hard with the pick. You can almost rest it in there.
So he has to go up and get it. Well,
Climb at the end of the day.
I tell you what,
This is nice.
it's good to get the blood going. Not like we're tired enough.
all right, we just checked out, said our goodbyes, and opened the chips. Now we have to head out of town. There's apparently traffic jam.
Yeah.
First time we've ever seen any traffic in this little town. We have to drive all the way back to Denver tonight, which is like 5.5 hours. Carlos, you ready to drive?
I'm ready. I'm ready to drive. I've less than, I've got 8-9 hours of sleep last night. So,
oh yeah. Last time we were
36 hours of being awake, so I'm good today.
Yeah, last time he was running on like 36 hours of sleep on the way out here. Would have been nice to have a beer with everyone before we left,
would have been
but
nice.
We had to get out because
It's time to go.
it's time to go.
It's time to go.
Gotta go.
Came,
Goodbye, Ouray.
saw. Peace out, Ouray.
So I put the camera down yesterday, and that was about it. But we made it here. We're in a hotel room. Carlos actually left this morning at like 5 a.m. I just got up. I have to go to the airport, catch a standby flight. We're supposed to be going somewhere pretty awesome Monday or Tuesday. Fun ice climbing for the last 2 days. I had an awesome time with our guides and our guide services. Guys, check out in the link below. I'll put a link to the program I did. And if you guys are interested in ice climbing, you gotta check it out because it is top notch. Their instruction was amazing and we had so much fun. I mean, it was an awesome 2 days in the mountains and we just ice climbed. So it was so rad. Guys, I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully it's when we start heading to the airport. Subscribe, we'll see you soon.